What is up, everyone? Welcome back to a new video. I'm just going to hop straight into it. Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach had one of the best boxing fights we've seen in a while. Just kidding. It wasn't really the best boxing fights we've seen in a while. There's been a lot of boxing fights that have been absolute bangers, but this one was the most interesting one we've seen in a while. First, Gervonta Davis's perfect record is gone. He now has a draw on his record. Him and Lamont Roach went 12 rounds to a draw. This is surprising to everyone, including me. I thought Gervonta Davis was going to hurt Lamont Roach in under 6 rounds. Even earlier than he hurts most of his opponents. I thought he was going to get rid of Roach quick, but no. They started off the fight slow as usual. Typical Gervonta Davis fight. First few rounds, pretty boring. And it was a little different. Gervonta Davis, I thought he won most of the beginning rounds, or at least the first 6. I thought he won most of those. In the middle, rounds could have gone either way. Gervonta would have a round, Roach would have a round, but near the end, Lamont Roach started to catch up, and he started catching Gervonta Davis. I noticed it in the middle of the fight, or early middle of the fight, where I noticed Lamont Roach was catching Gervonta Davis with shots that most people are not catching Gervonta Davis with. Gervonta Davis has a really good defense, the most elite defense, and he was getting caught. Now, so was Lamont Roach, and I was expecting Roach to go down. The fight started warming up, and normally, when the fight starts warming up, Gervonta Davis finds your chin, and you're dead. And that's how it was going. But he can never find Roach's chin properly. Roach kept it tight. He kept it clean. And he used his jab really well. His right hand was really well used. That grammarly wise did not make sense. His right hand, he used it very well. He utilized it very well. Vocab word right there. His uppercut, he used it a couple times. But yeah, his jab and his right hand helped him throughout this fight. And then in the later rounds, he got rounds off of Gervonta Davis, and it ended in a draw. Now, in round number 9, I believe, Gervonta Davis took a knee after what looked to have been a really right hand that barely hit Gervonta Davis. And Gervonta Davis quickly took a knee and went to his corner. That was weird. I at first thought, I was like, was it a body shot? I don't know what happened. But Gervonta Davis is a smart guy. He took that knee for a reason. Apparently, he said after the fight, grease got in his hair from when he got his hair done a few days ago. And when you sweat, shit starts running. And grease got in his eye and started burning his eye. He couldn't see that well, so he took a knee real quick and went to the corner, grabbed a towel to wipe it on himself. That was pretty interesting. At first, when I thought when he got punched, one of his hair strings, braids went into his eye, and I thought like maybe a hair got caught in his eye, but no. Apparently, it was grease from his hair he got done a few days ago. That was pretty interesting. These guys were talking shit the whole fight. These guys are dogs. They grew up together, boxing each other. They boxed each other in the amateurs when they were kids. I know they've sparred each other, like even recently, like the last 5 years, I think. These guys have known each other since they were 10 years old. They know each other's style. But I didn't think that would change anything during this fight. I thought Gervonta was still going to go in there and do what he does. I'm going to be honest, guys. I was planning on to make a video saying Gervonta Davis is the best boxer from 135 to 140 ever. And then after this, I was like, well, Lamont Roach was able to poke holes in Gervonta's game, and he was able to last all 12 rounds. Now, this doesn't change the fact that I still think Gervonta Davis just might be the best 135 to 145 boxer, 147 boxer ever. But it was very interesting to see Lamont Roach survive all 12 rounds. The reason I say survive is because everyone survives with Gervonta Davis. I even noticed it in this fight too. Most of Gervonta Davis's opponents know that Gervonta is better than them. They're just trying to survive and see if they could get away with the fight. You saw that with the Frank Martin fight. you can say Frank Martin got away with the first few rounds, but everyone does against Gervonta Davis, and he was being very careful, trying to be tidy. Um, but it was just him trying to survive, and I got that vibe from Lamont Roach. Near the middle of the fight, I was like, okay, Gervonta Davis, just like every other fight, he's gonna catch this guy soon. He looks like he's just trying to survive and get the right shots, but no, he kept going, he kept pushing, in a very impressive performance, and I can't wait to see the rematch. Now, I did think, I thought Gervonta Davis he won the fight. I thought he did. I thought he was a couple rounds ahead of Roach. But you know how judges are in boxing. Judging is a hard thing to do. Also, I think people don't give judges enough credit sometimes. It is hard to judge a fight, even if you're meant to be judging it. Judges are fans of boxing too, so they can get caught up in like not really judging properly. So I don't really blame them. Actually, no, I do blame them. Judging isn't as hard as you think. Wait, I just dissed on my own argument. I want to see the rematch. Who would win the rematch? I think Gervonta Davis would knock Lamont Roach out in a rematch. Now, Lamont Roach has a really good chin. Gervonta Davis hit him with some very good shots that would send down a lot of other people, but he didn't really connect with one of his Gervonta type shots. Which I think if he does, there is no one from 135 to 145, whatever the weight is in boxing. I think it's 135, whatever. There's no one from 135 to 140 who can survive a clean Gervonta Davis fight. Ever. History. Ever. Clean Gervonta Davis punch. Except Lamont Roach, he survived a lot of them, but they weren't the cleanest. Which is very good on Roach. His defense was very put together, and his offense was very put together also. And you can tell he had such a good game plan for this, and it worked and poked holes in Gervonta's game, which no one else has been able to do except really no one. Also leading up to his fight, I just thought Gervonta, just like what he was doing every opponent except Ryan Garcia, he just shits on them in every press conference with supreme confidence. It's just the opponents trying to prove themselves that they're as good as Gervonta. I got that vibe. Every vibe was pointing to that Lamont Roach was going to get knocked out in less than 6 rounds. But he didn't. And he made history today, ruining Gervonta Davis's perfect record. Gervonta Davis is now 30-0-1 with a draw on his record now. Lamont Roach, I think, is undefeated. No, I think he lost one before this. I don't know. But let's see the rematch. Book it right away. Gervonta Davis, maybe after this, maybe this will spark a new light in Gervonta Davis, and he won't retire after 2025. We'll see. But book the rematch. 5 more months, whatever. In 5 months, well, what's it? March 1st, not January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Dude, in July, June, put it on International Fight Week, which I think is in like June, July or something. April. Whatever. Wait, you can't do it in April. That's next month. Sorry, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Do it in August, July. I don't care. Make it soon. Make it happen soon. I want to see his fight again. And they're both going to be coming in with different attitudes. I did like the sportsmanship at the end of the fight. You could tell these guys, like, they would be friends if they weren't fighting each other, They have similar mindsets. They respect each other a lot. You can tell after the fight. There's a moment, I think after round 9, 8 or something, Gervonta Davis gave Lamont Roach his respects, tapping him on the stomach after the round was done, being like, bro, good shit. Give us a rematch now. Book it now. I don't want to see any fights in between this except this fight. So yeah, if you got to this point, thank you for watching my yap session. I had no useful information in this, and whatever. Guys, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment whatever you want. Let me know what videos I should do next, and book this rematch right now. Tomorrow, I want to see the papers signed. Report it to me first. I'm the best reporter. Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach 2 will be one of the biggest fights in boxing in 2025. Peace out.